Guys, it's December.
Yeah, so in terms of what's going on now, all the admin stuff wrapped up, so it's just Hexseed left to finish up. I'll be doing that a lot this week. And then maybe some Demeter stuff, but that might be some Game Jam stuff instead. We'll see when we get some responses later on. But that's just Skystart.
Yeah, it's going to be Skystart stuff, a lot of more Scarlet work, and a lot of stuff from Laura. Lots of bits and bobs from her. I don't know what Bob does, but...
Oh, I've got a list. I've got a list. It's a big list. It's a big list. It's longer than my arm, mate. Okay, it's a bit of an odd week for Cameron and Jack. So we are doing a little bit of a game jam. It's basically a hidden objective. This is a picture of Skystad Ranch. Cannot say it. We're basically going to do a quick game jam for the Yogscast Jingle Game Jam 24. Basically, we're gonna try making a quick and dirty hidden object adventure game. Jack's been doing lots of work trying to get the art assets for the games. The idea is you're gonna have to find all the different skylets. And yeah, bit of fun on that. I'll be working on debugging still though, so I'm gonna be trying hands off with it
today. So basically, my job today has just been to kind of set up the basics for a hidden object game. So yeah, you can see here basically I've got zooming in and out with the camera. You can move around, and then for now they're just coloured squares, but if you click on them then yeah, you can mark them off. And yeah, honestly that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. You're going to be able to scroll along here, and there's going to be like lots of tasks for you to do. I think there's going to be like 32 skylets or something to find, so there's going to be quite a bit. And then there's going to be like some of them hidden behind different objects as well. So yeah, but for now, just setting up the basics and doing what I can really until we get some of the art, and then I can continue, you know, making stuff better and polishing, yeah, some of the stuff.
Hello. Today I had a really fun task making a house for Shelley. Rob wanted the house to kind of be like a little cave, I guess similar to the cave in Teletubbies, but of course different. And he wanted the house to be made of leaves, so it's green and there's some leaves to indicate the material of the house. I wanted to keep it low poly, so there's only a few leaves.
Yeah, okay, so today just been continuing with this hidden objects game. Yeah, been a bit of change since yesterday. You can see Jack's kind of started on some of the art here and sent us like his work in progress, so I can, you know, see how stuff will look in the game, and I guess see how big it'll be. And I was kind of playing around with the camera and that after he sent it, so yeah, it was nice to have that. Hopefully we're gonna separate some of the things soon, like this water wheel or the mine shaft or the rocks and that, and you can click them and they'll do things. Yeah, hopefully we can get that in soon. But for today, you can see as well we'll have some particle effects, just the snow here, similar to like other games that they've done in the past, like Wooloop or Colour and Pixels, Hexseed, stuff like that. I got the scroll bar working here properly, so you can see it's going to have all the different things you have to collect. And then I have the hints as well, so if you click them they'll all give you different hints. Not very helpful at the minute. Look for the blue coloured square. Yeah, none of them are helpful whatsoever, but when we know what we're putting into it, yeah, it'll work. And then when you collect it, it'll change to say a different message. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have to sit and come up with all their messages, but kind of pointless at the minute, but it won't be.
Okay, so it's been a very busy few days for me. This week's a bit different though. I'm actually working on the game jam,
with Cameron, which is a sort of click and find objects in the Skyset world. As you can see, obviously it's up to me to do all the arty stuff in the game, and it's been a long process, so essentially we want the whole island to be a sort of lookable area, if that makes sense, to find the little skylets. So I've essentially placed in the island in Blender and made a little render of it so I can trace over it in Procreate. As you can see here, I've been doing a lot of work on it, and I've actually finished off the design this morning, which is here. So this took quite a long time, quite a few late nights here, but there's so much detail in the island, and I've actually missed out quite a bit too, just to save some time. So you can see up here, it's very dense, so you can definitely hide some things in here. But the plan is to fill in these areas as well, in the middle of the sort of playable areas. But the plan is to make Cameron's life a bit easier. I'm going to draw a few assets on the sides here, just so you can place them into the scene and hide scouts behind them. So that's why I've sort of left some empty space in the middle here. But as of now, I need to actually draw up the scouts to hide in the scene. As you can see here, I've already started. I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of the 33, I think there is. And this has actually been not too bad so far. Hyped, one of our Discord members, has actually made this sort of little layout here of all the scouts, and this has been really handy. I sort of just stole this morning and placed it behind all the drawings here, so I've just been tracing over them, and that has saved quite a lot of time for doing these renders. So hopefully this won't take too long. It's definitely going to take a bulk of the day, but hopefully not as long as this, which took a long time.
Okay, I was working from home yesterday, so just a bit of an update on what I was working on. Building stuff mainly. So we've redone all of the sort of the placements side of things for all of the buildings. So there's a few things that have changed. So now some objects don't have to necessarily occupy like a perfect square. So you see like this stone shed here, the occupied space is missing a couple of corners. That's kind of what we're after for a lot of them. There's a few objects that do this. I don't know if I go in the house. Squishy's sort of got this corner on it. I've clicked the wrong flipping corner there, haven't I?
Language.
But yeah, you get the idea. That's working. We've got a few new items in as well that I'm sure Laura has been showing off. The gate and not the small table. Things like that. They're working really cool. But yeah, we've also got a bit of an overhaul to this flooring system. So all of these flooring objects can now be placed actually underneath objects, which is really, really cool. So you can basically customize the floor of your whole Skystead and just have it looking however nice you want. And I've just been messing around with the UI and things like that to make sure that it's green where it's safe to place. But if you encounter a built object, then it goes yellow to sort of indicate you can place this under this. Yeah, so we should be able to just make some nice, much nicer scenery now. But this was just a big overhaul of how things work. There are still a couple of issues. So I'll show you one that I've been using as a template. Oh yeah, for this arch bridge you can dig water underneath now, which I know is something that people wanted. But then if I go ahead and rotate the arch bridge, you see that the actual floor UI doesn't update. So there's a little bit of work to do on this, but the vast majority of this work's been done now, which is really, really good.
So the last couple of days have been spent just finishing up the Hexseed levels best I can. So one thing, I finished up all the sort of small remaining levels. See here, those are all done. And all that's left now are the milestones. I think I'm going to try and get them done for the rest of the day. We'll see how far I get, because these are larger levels and they can take a bit of time. But all in all, most of the work is done over here. All that's left is to be curated, and then that'll be ready for release in a couple of weeks.
Hello! Today I made a little house for Spore, the mushroom skylet. It's supposed to be like a simple little stick house, but I used a wood in there as well. I think it still looks quite simple in the end, but I did experiment with different roofs. Initially I wanted like a little extra roof on top of the roof, but that wouldn't be a very simple design. So Rob suggested putting a leaf there instead, and it works a lot better. And I initially wanted red windows and a red mattress that goes on the bottom, but I couldn't make the red work, so after lots of colour swatches I decided to do brown. I guess it just looks more simple or more suitable to be put in a forest where Spore will live. Yeah, I think it fits in the forest very well. Hello, today I made a little house for Grumble. It's essentially a little mound or a little hill made of grass and ground and rocks and sticks. It was really hard to match it with the other houses or hutches that I've already made, because this one's really basic.
Okay, so yeah, I tried to record yesterday, but yeah, I had a lot of issues and a lot of things just kind of broke when I went to record, but I just got it today. You'll probably say since Tuesday the game's changed a lot. Obviously we've only got a week to do it, so you can see basically a lot of, or nearly all of Jack's art's in the game now. Yeah, it looks really good, like he spent a lot of time on it. Yeah, and I think the game looks like really beautiful, but in terms of the gameplay, there's quite a few things changed, so you can see, I don't know, where do I really start, to be honest. We've got all the scarlets and stuff in the game now, and if you hit them, we decided to make it more Christmassy, and instead of just getting them straight away, you can throw a snowball at them instead, and you catch them. These are the ones that I haven't got all the assets for yet, so they're just kind of out in the open, but there is some that are hidden. So if we see here, you can see this one's like, gives you a little hint. Look where the bridge arches over the river, so you can see that it's there. And then see, basking in the glow of a street light, so it's sat there, and that's kind of really the like core gameplay. We'll have a lot of things to add in terms of different things you can click. So the minute there's only a couple of things in, so if you hit these street lamps they'll turn on, and if you hit again they'll turn off. So we've got a few more skylights to add, like if you turn on all the street lamps then Luna would appear. But yeah, basically the idea is we're going to have things like this. So you can see here there's the mine shaft, and you can see Wendy here. It says hides among rusted rails and wooden beams. So if you break this open, then yeah, it'll be in there and you can get it.
Lee! It's Friday!
No, it's not. It's next week. Promise it's not.
Oh, it's Monday, yeah. I genuinely thought it was Friday, I don't know why.
We recorded this next week because we all went out for a Christmas party, so that's why.
Tell me who won the golf, Lee. Tell me who won.
I won the golf on Rapid. If you guys are watching this video, we have the Hexseed DLC coming out, which will be the last DLC of the year, so make sure you check that out. If you've got the Year 4 pass, it'll be coming live today, as of this video going live. Other than that, check out Skyside Ranch, and that's coming out next month, which is pretty close now, so make sure you wish list that. Any wish list will help us loads, and then you'll be up to date with all the news of the game coming out next month. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks to everyone in Discord and all our patrons as always, and thanks to Rob's mum. Bye.
Cool.
Thank you!
You have to try and thought that, didn't you?